Welcome back to Working Brothers. Right beside me here, I've got a piece of 24 gauge steel. It's just a piece of scrap. It was galvanized. I have removed the galvanization. And I'm going to take my Century Flux core welder, it's the FC90, and see if I can't weld on this piece of steel. I think this is rated to as thin as 18 gauge. I've got my dial turned all the way down on the voltage and all the way down on the wire feed speed. I'm going to see what I can do with this. If absolutely nothing, if I blow through the second that arc is made, or if I can't try, a couple of different things, a couple different methods to see if I can keep from burning through on it. Chances are I think I'm just going to burn right through. And by no means am I a good welder, but I just figured I'd try, and then I thought I'd take this other piece of to see if I couldn't weld them together just real quickly. So I'm going to see if I can't just put a bead down on this in general and like even make like a little tack weld and see if it'll not burn through. And if I can, or maybe even if I cannot do that, I'm going to see if I can't weld these little two pieces of 24 gauge steel together. So again, 24 gauge steel, extremely thin. Big hole there. This is the bead I tried to run kind of there on the curve. You can see lots of holes. Yeah, it's pretty much a bust. Pretty much call that a bust right there. But I do think I'm going to go ahead on this clean part down here and see if I can't just tack that other piece to this just for fun. I have no idea what the applications would be for this. Pretty much nothing, I think. But just because I'm curious and I wanted to see for myself. So I did actually, I guess successfully to one point or another, welded these two pieces together, both 24 gauge steel. Like I said, any real legitimate application to this, I don't know. If you're trying to spot weld something and it can look real dang ugly, I suppose you might get away with it. But hey, look at that, that's pretty strong. I'm trying to tear that apart and it's not coming apart. Alright, my little disclaimer is that this video in no way, shape, or form was meant to be serious. It was done completely out of curiosity, and well, I'd pretty much say it doesn't work. So I'm sure there's somebody out there, a garage guy, DIYer, that's like, yeah, I want to buy a welder. I wonder if I can weld this 24 gauge steel or whatever that they're, trying to weld. And they go, and what's the cheapest welder I can buy for weld 24 gauge steel? I wonder if I can buy a flux core, those cheap flux core welders, and weld steel with it. 24 gauge steel with it. Nope, you can't. I mean, you can, but you can't. It's really not worth the fuss. But really, any specs on any flux core welder could tell you that. But yeah, that's just my experience. I just wanted to check it out and try it and just see how it worked, and it doesn't work. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Go down and hit subscribe to get more future Working Brothers content and videos like this one. And we, again, thank you for watching. Have a nice day.